Story time. My first job out of college. I worked in a mid-tier consulting firm, and we had an HR person who worked at the company. She was a little bit older, and I remember one day she took me to her office and she wanted to talk to me about professionalism, specifically related to how I looked. And I will never forget this. She called me to her office to tell me that I needed to change my clothes and the way I dressed. Specifically at the time I had a dog, and so she mentioned that my clothes have a lot of dog hair on them. So I need to start working to make sure that before I come to work, I, take care of the dog hair on my clothes. She also asked me to go to Ann Taylor or a store similar to that nature and buy better clothes. She also looked at my bag that I had. I had like a random bag that I got from Ross, and she asked me to go to a store and buy a nicer bag from a better brand. So when I come to our client sites, again, I look a little bit more put together and just a little bit more professional, according to her. And I remember this conversation clearly because this offended me so much. I was so upset. I was shocked about the fact that although I produced really high quality work, she pulled me aside to tell me that I need to look better. And honestly really hurt my feelings because my work product was good. There was nothing wrong with my work product. I was putting out really good work. So her only commentary was specifically related to my appearance. So, what did I do? Of course, I went out and spent the little money that I had to buy better clothes, to buy nicer outfits, to do whatever I had to do to appease her, because I was just so afraid of getting a bad review and wanted to do a good job. So no matter what she told me, I was going to do. So I went and did the thing. So fast forward to 10 years later, where I now look back at this moment, I now realize how right she was. Because although I was spending all of my effort and all my hard time into pumping out really good work, what she said to me when it comes specifically to focusing on my appearance mattered just as much. And I just didn't know any better back then to appreciate it. Because now 100%, I agree, putting in that great work matters, but how you look also matters. The idea that you want to show up looking professional, that you want to show up looking good, that you don't want to have dog hair on your clothes, all of that contributes to your executive presence, and it all matters. Half of your success in corporate America is looking the part. It's dressing for the job you want, not necessarily the job you have. So me dressing up as a poor college kid who just got out of school, who got their first job, wasn't cutting it. So no matter how unfair it is, and no matter how much we all want it to be just about the job, it's really not. You do have to put in an effort into how you look. You do have to look nice. You do have to show up looking professional, because all of that contributes to your executive presence, and it really matters. Corporate America is your average high school. This high school is just for adults, and so you do still have to dress the part. You do still have to dress like the cool kid. You have to try to fit in, and you have to do all those things, because focusing on great work alone won't get you the success you want.